I always knew that I wanted to be a journalist or a TV host from a very young age. I would say probably about 12 years old.
So much going on right now, Dan.
Let's go.
ESPN on Hulu Plus Live TV has every game of the women's basketball tournament.
Every morning on First Take, millions of sports fans tune in to see the fiery debates, the bold opinions, and the chemistry that keeps ESPN on top of the game. But behind that iconic desk sits one woman who keeps it all together. Calm, sharp, and always in control. Her name is Molly Qerim. Today, we're diving deep into her story, from her humble beginnings in Connecticut to becoming one of the most respected women in sports media. We'll explore her early life and family roots, her rise through ESPN, her personal battles, and the strength that's kept her at the top of her field. So if you love stories of resilience, talent, and pure dedication, you're in the right place. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, because this is the story of Molly Qerim, the woman who redefined sports talk television. Molly Qerim was born on March 31st, 1984, at Yale New Haven Hospital in Connecticut, a small-town girl who would one day shine on national TV screens across America. She grew up in Cheshire, Connecticut, surrounded by a loving, hardworking family. Her mother, an Italian Catholic, and her father, an Albanian Muslim, built a household grounded in values, discipline, and culture. It was a diverse and nurturing home, one where hard work wasn't just encouraged, it was expected. Education mattered, integrity mattered, and sports? Well, that was part of the family rhythm. Molly's parents taught her the power of perseverance, to stay grounded even when life gets tough. Growing up, she shared that bond with her siblings, always challenging each other, always pushing to be better. And from an early age, Molly had that spark, curiosity, that hunger to learn, to explore new ideas, and to express herself. Her parents saw it, and they fueled it. Little did they know those early lessons would shape a future star. When Molly hit Cheshire High School, that drive only grew stronger. She wasn't just another student, she was confident, focused, and full of life. Standing about 5'7", she carried herself with a presence that demanded respect, and she backed it up with grades and grit. She excelled academically and stayed active in athletics, proving she could balance both brains and hustle. But it was her voice, that natural communication style, that set her apart. She got involved in student-run media projects, covering local sporting events, interviewing coaches, and producing short sports segments for school assemblies. That's when it clicked. This was her lane. Those early days behind the mic and in front of the camera lit a fire in her heart. Storytelling became her passion. And by the time she graduated, with top honors, Molly Qerim already knew her purpose. Next stop, the University of Connecticut, better known as UConn. Here, Molly majored in communications, with a minor in business administration. A perfect combo for someone destined to navigate the fast-paced world of sports media. She wasn't just hitting the books, she was doing the work. She joined campus radio and TV programs, hosting, producing, and even editing segments. She took on internships at local sports stations, learned how live broadcasting really worked, and mastered the art of both on-air delivery and behind-the-scenes production. College wasn't just school, it was her training ground. UConn helped her refine her craft and sharpen her voice, preparing her for the big leagues ahead. After graduation, Molly didn't waste any time. She jumped straight into the sports media world, covering major events, interviewing athletes, and building a name for herself as a rising star in sports journalism. People noticed. Her energy, her professionalism, her natural connection with viewers, it stood out. Then came the big break.
But in the end, she made her decision. And we have to move on as a show. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. Because I appreciate her and what she has meant to me, what she has meant to the show, what she has meant to the network, what she's meant to the business.
In 2006, Molly joined ESPN, the dream platform for anyone in sports broadcasting. She started off conducting interviews for ESPN.com and ESPN Mobile, but her impact came fast. She covered everything: the Super Bowl, the Heisman Trophy presentation, the NBA draft, and both the NBA and MLB All-Star games. By 2008, she had leveled up, serving as the interactive host for College Football Live and a breaking news reporter for Fantasy Football Now. That role earned her an Emmy Award, solidifying her place as one of the brightest young talents in the game. She co-hosted Campus Connection on ESPNU, blending her intelligence with that authentic, approachable personality fans would come to love. But Molly wasn't done growing. In 2012, she moved to the NFL Network, hosting NFL AM and NFL Fantasy Live. She showed versatility, breaking down stats, analyzing plays, and keeping up with some of the best in the business. And when she stepped into the world of MMA, co-hosting the World MMA Awards and reporting for networks like ESPN, Versus, and FS1, fans got to see another side of her. Bold, curious, and fearless. She wasn't just a TV host. She was a journalist who could hang in any arena. Then came 2015, a turning point. Molly made her grand return to ESPN, stepping in as the interim host of First Take. But the chemistry was undeniable. By September, she became the permanent host. Since then, she's been the steady hand guiding the fiery energy of Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, and a rotation of guests and analysts. Her composure composure. Her quick thinking, her sharp questions, that's what keeps the debates focused and flowing. And let's be real, without Molly keeping order, First Take might have turned into chaos a long time ago. She's also expanded into sports radio and digital shows, handling live debates, fan call-ins, and sports commentary across platforms. What sets her apart is her authenticity. Whether it's TV, radio, or streaming, Molly brings the same class, professionalism, and personality every single time.
I'm quite sad about it. Is an understatement. Molly is a friend. Molly is a co-worker. Molly is somebody that I have leaned on many occasions in the past, as she has done when it comes to me.
Now, behind the spotlight, Molly's always stayed grounded. In 2015, she started dating NBA player and fellow ESPN personality Jalen Rose. The two made headlines. That sports power couple everyone talked about. They tied the knot on July 20th, 2018, in a private ceremony. But after several years together, they went their separate ways, finalizing their divorce in December 2021. Still, through it all, Molly handled everything with grace, never letting her personal life overshadow her career. In April 2018, Molly revealed something deeply personal, her battle with endometriosis, a painful condition she'd been struggling with for years. Instead of keeping it private, she chose to speak out, to raise awareness and support other women facing the same challenge.
When that report comes out, I guess it triggers her, or more importantly, she's like, why am I sitting in a situation that I know won't get better? Think about it. You too. Beat it up in the comments. Tell me your thoughts about it. But when you know you need to do something and you know it's best for you, what you waiting for?
Her openness and courage inspired countless fans. She turned her pain into purpose, becoming a strong advocate for health and wellness. Outside the studio, Molly's all about balance. She's a fitness enthusiast, often sharing workout routines and tips for living healthy, not through big changes, but through small daily habits that make a difference.
About if you're Molly, you're working at a network where Mina Kimes is making way more money than you, and Mina Kimes is the number on what show, right? You're number 2 on the number 1 show, and she is on what shows, right? So your point is like, and you see Malika Andrews, all that, that's a different lane. That's a whole different animal, different.
And when it comes to sports fandom, Molly reps her New York Giants with pride. She's not afraid to jump into online discussions about their performance, win or lose. That love for sports runs deep, both as a professional and as a fan. All that hard work has paid off. Molly's estimated net worth sits around $4 million, a reflection of years of dedication and success in a tough industry. Her collection includes a BMW worth around $51,000 and a Range Rover valued near $57,000. Not for flash, but as a symbol of how far she's come from that small-town Connecticut girl chasing big dreams. Molly Qerim's journey is one of resilience, intelligence, and heart. From her roots in Connecticut to the bright lights of ESPN, she's built a legacy through talent and hard work, breaking barriers in an industry that hasn't always been easy for women to thrive. And her story is proof that success isn't just about opportunity. It's about preparation, passion, and perseverance. Through personal challenges and public triumphs, Molly continues to shine every morning on First Take, keeping the conversation moving and the culture of sports alive. And something tells me she's just getting started. So if you enjoyed this story, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring journeys just like this one. Because stories like Molly Qerim's, they remind us what it really means to stay focused, stay grounded, and keep pushing forward.